I would clearly be a top.
That's what I was implying. Yeah, okay.
He's saying that Tyler's saying that he's the power bottom in this situation, and I
Because
get
of the camera angle you
I find
chose.
that hard to believe.
You're right.
Would that make me the power ball fondler?
Connor,
That
look at
would
your
make
hair.
you
You're
the guy
clearly a
that's not
switch.
watching.
I am obviously directing this pornography.
Connor, now that I think about it, you do give off like the vibe of like a twink that rose to the top to become a top, like a success story.
A twink success story. That is my new Twitter bio.
Since it's past tense, it'd be twonk. I don't know.
How else are we
Coming
going to
this
get Twink Guns
fall.
reaction? It takes the dedication of people like him.
Coming
Putting in
this
hours
fall.
and hours of work.
I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and then pulled some dude's pants up by their bootstraps.
I pulled them up by their bootstraps because that's the only thing he allowed me to do.
There's definitely a good
I think the
bootstrap.
beanie might be bottom energy. I think that's a possibility.
I know of 3 men that would really be like, "Hey, whoa," to that statement. I feel.
I don't know. Maybe the beanie's maybe not for them, but
I feel like the beanie thing is like a height thing. Like if a girl has to look down at your beanie, yes. But if she has to look up at your beanie, she says yes. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like that.
my main concern is how much air is in the beanie. You see, like I got a little bit here, but like it's not a bunch of shit flopping around on top.
I
And
mean,
I
dude,
think
I
I'm
can't
not a
keep
douche
track.
as long as there's not too much air in it.
I can't keep track. Freaking like some rappers have it so it looks like a baby bottle nipple, like it's so high
Right.
that I don't even know if it's like, does he not know? Did he accidentally set a trend? Because when I see that, I'm like, it looks like a Papa Smurf hat. I don't understand.
And it's always Carhartt beanies. Like for some reason, Carhartt beanies are big now.
I don't even know what that means, but yeah, the confidence in your voice is all I need. Yeah.
Carhartt is car things.
Then
No,
you came
it's
to
not,
the
is it?
wrong bespectacled bitch. Let me tell you right now.
Carhartt bespectacled, nice. Carhartt started off, oh, Tyler, I want to have it on speaker view, but you're ruining it by something. Oh, wait, I guess speaker view just doesn't switch to me because I'm me. Tyler, Kellen, talk.
It switches for you, or well, like when you talk, I can see you,
Okay,
but
yeah.
my view doesn't switch.
Do you want
when I
me to
talk.
put it? I have it in full view because I like seeing everyone all the time. So
No, yeah, I'm just going to leave it in the full view because I had it in speaker view because I'm recording it and I'm trying to figure out, like,
Has that started yet?
yeah, we
Okay.
started. By the
Good,
way,
man.
just bits.
Yeah.
It's just bits. That's this show. I got to do that every time. And
Yeah,
I would
start with Kellen's
let
crazy
me ask the
corner.
audience. Audience, tell us in the comments. You guys can tell me
K's are
now.
where you
I
think
want
they
the
are.
audience to tell us. I can't tell because it's too low resolution, my view. Does the shadow right here, does it look like it might be pecs, or is it obvious that it is tits?
Lift your chin up. The
Could be
second one.
pecs.
Like maybe, right?
It
Yeah.
could be pecs.
Let me ask. I'll
It
put it like
depends on the
this: for them
shooting
to.
angle. Sometimes it looks like it could be pecs.
Let me put it this way: you have to scoliosis yourself to get them to look like pecs, and that's just not sustainable. So don't put yourself. I'm gonna get ahead of it now.
No, I'm sitting it straight. No. If I do this,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
that's not pecs.
This is what I'm talking about, and I'm just saying this is a long-winded thing we do, and just you got to know thyself is all I'm saying. If you feel like you got a nun's posture, me, dude, I look like the Riddler left a clue when I'm sitting, so it's like I'm pretty bad.
You actually look like you could be a gritty version of the Riddler, so it looks like the Riddler turned himself into a clue.
Yeah, I know, but here's my thing. In that case, I'm just the Riddler no one wants. Like, if I'm playing the Riddler, so many Reddit forums are going, we're doing this now? Like, that's my face.
They're going to Sonic you.
Like the Riddler in the new Batman movie?
They're gonna Sonic the Hedgehog me, but just replace me with Grant Gustin. And if you laughed at that, you're my audience.
Yeah.
You're familiar with The Beautiful Men on the CW, of course. Yeah.
If it's not Twinkerson, I don't pay attention.
It's
Tom
weird
Holland?
that is the person. God damn it. There.
Timothy Chalamet might have been funnier. I had to gamble.
Well,
Tom Holland was like, cool.
Okay, so you know how Tom Holland fucking posted a picture of him on the new Spider-Man movie with a mask over his Spider-Man mask? And it's just one of those moments where you got to look at something on Twitter and go like, is this where we're fucking at? We're like it's so on the nose. It's like replacing it. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Well, like satire is dead now because like anything that you would
Satire's
like
the
is
standard.
already too. It's
now.
too dumb. You can't exaggerate how dumb the real world is.
You know what I've come to terms with now for me personally, and I don't know if it's how you guys feel, but like, don't you just feel like okay, so the sadder I am, the goofier the humor I need. Like if I need to be like inconsolably sad to laugh at someone slipping on a banana peel, but like if I'm in a good mood and it's like Tuesday and it's like okay, going okay so far, I need like an Onion article to get me to go, haha, you know. Like,
today was a good day.
my depression to
Am I back?
Like yes, you are back.
Yeah, what happened?
Where'd you go?
My DoorDash is here.
Oh, well, that's important.
Bold timing, bold choice.
Well, yeah, during a pandemic to have a place where when they go inside, they go, yeah, I'm for DoorDash, just wrap it up.
Yeah, just leave it outside. That's how I'm going to do it forever now.
No, I mean, I work at a place where DoorDash people come and they're not doing a great job.
By my laptop screen. So, like, here.
I can see inside his car now.
Now, see if I took, yeah, there. Now, see, now the lighting's warmer. Right?
Yeah, nice.
This is me lit. That's, see, and now I'm lit by the outdoors. Now I'm lit by firelight.
I like.
Now it's sunlight again.
What are you doing, you sorcerer?
Wait, guys, let me ask you this question. What if, like, instead of it being a star rating on DoorDash or Uber Eats riders, it just tells you what they're listening to on Spotify while they drive to you? Like, that's how you get it. Like, instead of it saying, like, their rating, it goes, like, listens to Fleetwood Mac when picking up food. Oh, I trust this fuck.
This guy is listening to ICP. I'm sure going to be lights and French fries.
I don't trust the ratings on DoorDash and Uber Eats anyway, because anybody who gives less than 5 stars on those is a bastard.
You have to really mess up for me to give you anything less than just like give this person a thumbs up. Like you have to do something.
They would have to punch me to get less than 5 stars.
The only time I ever gave 4 stars was when it was in the middle of winter and I ordered a Subway and it said 30 minutes and I was like, that's not weird. And then it was like, by bicycle. And I went, what? And then I went outside because I was like, I don't believe this shit. I'm sure someone's lying. And believe it or not, riding his bike on fresh snow was the dude with my Subway. Ooh.
Oh, God. This country is damned.
I know.
And that guy didn't have health insurance.
Yeah, which is funny because, you know, one bad pedal and he just doesn't have shins anymore.
How you going to DoorDash then?
It's hard. It's Pueblo, the shinless DoorDash deliverer.
It just means he doesn't feel pain the second time. No,
Pueblo. You never know what Pueblo's gonna do next.
He does a longboard next time to save, but then he just loses his knees.
Pueblo, you're down to thighs. What will you do?
I got a unicycle. Pueblo, no.
Pueblo, Pueblo, you'll never play badminton again at this rate. But I must.
He had such a rich life of Irish dance and badminton that was destroyed in his terrible DoorDash accident.
Because what his job was before everything was that actual job. So, you know, he was actually not infected by anything. And then finally he decided, no, I'm just going to ride my bike today. And
no, I prefer that this takes place in the future and he was actually an ICE agent who quit to DoorDash. And then he just keeps losing limbs until eventually he's like, I have to go back to ICE.
Until he got hit by a truck carrying a bunch of prosthetic legs. The irony.
Camera pans to Rod Sterling smoking a cigarette. That's a black and white.
Isn't that fucked
That's
up?
a rat, boys.
He just says, isn't that fucked up? Because that's like the 2020 version of Rod Sterling. He used to ask you existential questions. Now he just speaks in Instagram comments. Isn't that fucked up?
No,
100% emoji bullseye.
Crazy as shit if that happens.
Nowadays, Rod Sterling is just telling you things that actually happened. He's like, I did an hour and a half movie of just people in cages. Because it's like, this is real. This is real.
Rod Sterling, you're probably wondering how they were able to get me. Well, what they did was, they didn't realize was I died in 1987. And what they had to do was a combination of science and magic resurrected me for this purpose. The moment they press cut, I become an animated corpse with maggots in my brain. Mm-hmm. Cut!
Do you know what a cartoon corpse looks like? Looks like this. Cut.
Yell cut when I'm not expecting it and you'll find out. Oops, I said it. and he just
Cartoon
turns
Corpse
blue.
is my favorite Cannibal Corpse cover band.
One more time.
It's not worth repeating.
Fuck you,
Cartoon
it is.
Corpse
Say
is
it.
my favorite Cannibal Corpse cover band.
There's a lot of alliteration in there too, which I liked.
Like Kellen's Crazy Corner.
We all know how that's spelled.
Spelled with C's. With C's.
No.
So your name gets spelled wrong only in the collection?
No, the only way I will accept it is if it is KKC, colon, we spelled clan correctly.
It's mostly so we can get away with filing us as a chicken joint in our taxes. Mostly just that, but you know.
Why'd you have to say chicken joint? Okay? Because
KKC. KF's, it's one letter off.
No.
Fuck you.
KKK, but they spelled the clan correctly is the joke.
Oh, I went with the chicken place, boy.
Damn you,
Hey, by the way,
alliterations.
what's up? This feels like a thing I would know, but I don't. What the fuck does Ku Klux Klan mean? Like, that's
Oh.
just two things that aren't words and then clan.
Well, they're actually fans of the band, you know, Wu-Tang, and they were like, wow, that sounds cool. And like, it's kind of like when, you know, like American girls go get a tattoo that like in Japanese says like water, but like it doesn't. They did that with a Wu-Tang song, but then they forgot like, wait, those guys are what? And then like it's too late now. The T-shirts got made, and it was like,
So you're
shit.
saying it's the Klutang clan?
I mean, that was it, but you know, the guy who typed it up and sent it, you know, he had palsy and it might be dyslexic. They really shouldn't have had him doing it, but he can't ride, so.
We really have to respect dyslexic members of the Klan because they may be racist, but they're also disabled.
Literally nothing
So
makes
it's
me laugh more
unwoke
than
to
them
be-
being considerate in any way, shape, or
Oh,
form
no.
as a group.
Well, then we have to respect all of them because they're all retarded. And that's how you use the R word correctly, children. Now, moving on to our next
You
lesson.
can't keep up the woke. No. You can't keep up the wokeness kayfabe if you're also going to say retarded.
I just argue that there are correct ways to use it, and that was one of them. That's
All
all,
I know-
I'm saying.
All I know is when you use the R
No,
word.
you can argue that, but we were doing I was pretending we were super woke, and
Kellen,
you shattered my
I got
illusion.
this. I got this. Using the R word nowadays, in most contexts, for any person, is very much like being a one white guy surrounded by 5 black guys and saying the N word because you think you're comfortable. It doesn't matter how much permission you get. Someone in the room is gonna go, I don't think he can do that, and that's everyone for the R word. So it's like,
But no. You know who never gets mad about that? People,
it's just one of those
They
things
don't
where, like,
care.
when I hear it, I'm just
they
like,
don't care.
That was really funny.
remember how I said it's always at least one person uncomfortable? I vow to always be that one person in the room who's
Yeah,
like,
that's a real fun
Sounds
guy
like
to be
a
all
no.
the time.
I'll just hear the word and go, God, I'm gonna go have a cigarette and you leave. And
No. That's like if every black person's parents were white and their parents were super mad about the N word.
Indeed.
Ashley's cigarette out of nowhere.
Anyways, you were
okay.
doing.
I don't know
stepped
what I'm advocating at this point.
Yeah, dude, you think I'm advocating anything right now? You basically put me in a room with laser beams and I'm just like, I'm not moving an inch. What are you doing?
I'm
A
trying
good
so hard
portion
not to
of
talk
this-
about the election.
What election? I mean, it's not over yet, right? Donald Trump says it's not over yet.
You know, the
Anyways,
still
like,
president, technically.
I stepped on a joke you were gonna do. What was it?
It was his, I think. Kellen, you were saying, Rizik, I'm trying not
What?
to talk about the election. I think that's what you were setting up.
I'm not setting it. I'm just saying that I'm speaking nonsense because all I can think about is the election.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's weird because like I'm working a lot right now, so I'm like also trying to keep up, but I'm also working a lot right now. So it's like one of those things where like I'm just checking every 8 hours. So like when I check, it's like, you still mad? Yep. All right. And I woke up today and the first thing I did was like I watched the speech he made last night, and I remember hearing it and just going like, okay. You know, like I should have felt something more. I don't know if I want to say I felt nothing, but I definitely should have felt more of something.
I didn't
I
see
felt
it. What did he say?
great joy about. You saw where the speech was, right?
No, yeah, it was in Delaware, I want to say, right?
No, they
It was
thought that
outside
they
a
had
lawn
booked
and
the
garden
Four
store.
Seasons. Right.
I'm
they
talking
thought
about
they
Biden.
booked the Four Seasons, the hotel, but they booked Four Seasons.
Oh yeah.
Washington.
No, I'm talking about that. I was
I-
saying Biden's speech last night. That's what I was talking about. My
I
bad,
don't
no.
care about him.
That's what I was talking about. Where I was like, I don't feel nothing, but I definitely should feel more. But I do. It's kind of like when the kid you don't like, who's more popular, wins student council. You're like, I didn't vote for him, and he's not my friend, so. But I did vote for Biden.
My excitement that Trump is sad is being ruined by how many people are celebrating Biden's win. Honestly,
Yeah, it's like way too much. You're kind of just like, okay, guys, yeah, but like,
it's all still
I
bad,
get it,
right?
Yeah, but it's like you don't want to be that dude who like at New Year's goes like, haha, nothing changes because it's like we're drunk. Shut up. You don't want to be that guy because you're
No,
right.
I do.
But fuck
No, that's
off,
me.
It's
That's me. That's me.
That's fair. Be you, but just always know that is what it is.
This is the guy.
No, I know I'm that guy. I'm not saying it's good to be that guy.
Activate wet blanket. It's like.
Callan's more like a used condom than a wet blanket.
I mean, honestly, if
Just
you
a
told me
total
that wet
bummer to
blanket
get
was
on top
slang
of.
for used condom, I'd believe it.
I think
whipped your
because
wet blanket
it's
at
technically
her.
useful but terrible to touch.
Oh, I identify a lot with that description. Let me go to my Tinder and update my bio real quick.
You do.
How'd you like to slap a fresh condom on this used condom and just go to town?
I'm the
Quite right.
personality equivalent
Have
of
you ever
trying to
wanted
have
to
sex
fuck the
again, but
pills-
deciding nah.
Have you ever wanted to fuck the Pillsbury Doughboy? Because that's what it's like.
Folds and all. It's exactly like your weird 7-year-old dream believed it to be.
And I make the same noise when you poke my tummy.
Oh no.
Then I
Just
bet
repeatedly,
that,
like a broken Elmo.
Gross.
Woo, 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 woo. I always thought that
Bad
part of the
news, we're all
commercial was
pretend.
weird. Like, why are they poking him? Like, I would never feel the urge. I mean, it's an anthropomorphic dough. Why would I go near it? I'm not sure it's not going to eat me, So
If
that's
you
just
met
how
the
I thought.
Pillsbury Doughboy, you're telling me you wouldn't poke him in the stomach?
I'd stay the fuck away, dude. It's a living thing that's made of dough that's just like, eat me. It's part of me. I don't know. That was always my thought on it. He's made of the thing they're advocating you put in the oven and eat. That was always where my brain went as a kid. But also, I was a weird fucking kid. So
Yeah, I mean, like, what they're selling is a canister of his dead friends.
It's literally, and it's weird. It's like, did he sell them out? Like, is he like an Uncle
So is he
Tom
Gestapo?
pastry? Like, what happened? Like, the fuck?
So
Yeah, the Pillsbury Doughboy is a capo, yes.
Yeah.
Take that victory sip, you son of a bitch.
He was the guy who doled out the soup, if you know what I'm saying. Decided who got broth and who got some vegetable in there.
Hey guys, remember Samuel Jackson and Django? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the film. So if you had to choose, would you fuck the Pillsbury Doughboy or the Michelin Man?
I mean,
I
I
think
think
the
that's
Pillsbury-
very
because the
easily
Michelin Man's
answered
like
by the
rubber.
fact that one is the boy and the other's the man. I think I
You
just
know what?
I gotta go based on that.
That's a valid point that I'm going to piggyback and also say you never have to worry about a kid because he's made of rubber.
How do you get a condom pregnant? You just,
Exactly. I mean, obviously with my luck, I'll find out, but
No, he's pregnant with tires. How do you think he gets
Oh
those
shit,
tires?
dude. Guys, what's my name?
What do you mean?
Ty. He's pregnant with Ty.
Ooh.
There's
No.
something there.
No.
It's an ingredient.
I believe this now. I believe that in real life, the Michelin Man creates all tires by fucking you.
Tyler,
Secret's out. I'm
you
going to be
dog.
trending by dawn. It's going to be terrible.
Tyler, I thought you were a virgin. Damn it. Oh, my dog
I'm-
had garbage.
Man, look at that. Look at that dog. That's just like its own.
I can't wait to
Dude,
see a bike
I referenced Shiba Inus today. I compared Baby Yoda to basically having a Shiba
It's
Inu.
not- it's garbage. Grab it. It's just random garbage.
I don't know about Baby Yoda. I don't have Disney
He's
Plus.
just like he's always getting into shit, and it's like half the plot points, and I'm just like, there you go, a Shiba Inu. You know what I mean? Like literally half of his plot points that relate to him is like the Mandalorian being like, stay. And he looks away, and immediately Baby Yoda goes like, "Hey America, get ready to coup!" And they just gets into fucking mischief. That's just like, half the plot.
Cool.
And like, so like they're
Not that
so,
one.
Like that's
Not the
a
one
guy
I
was a
want.
guy was wearing a Mandalorian shirt today, so I had to make small talk, and that's how I did it. So
What about the Mandalorian?
The porn parody that weirdly has better writing. Same director every time though, so it can't be that bad.
They talk a lot more.
They talk a lot more. The fucking's like 2 minutes each scene, but man, the 2 minutes. It's Jar Jar for half.
All right, I'm solving this problem once for all. Get the fuck out of me.
Yeah, why did you let the dog in for this?
Dude, it's a Shiba Inu. Probably chewed through the door.
No, I didn't let her in. I left the door open, and then when she came in here, instead of Kylie like shooing her out, Kylie decided to play around with her just off camera, and I'm like, why?
Be honest, Connor. Just he pans the camera, and there's a Chiba-shaped hole in the wall, like a cartoon. There's nothing to stop her.
Yeah, I drew a little tunnel on there, and she just ran through it.
Man, that would be a pretty funny doggy door idea if you have like a really like dog that has a reputation for being a cunt. Like, you know, the dog that you buy that like ruins 3 parties in a row, so like it's just known for that now.
My dog?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm referencing your dog, but no, yeah.
Yes, I've met my dog.
Your dog is like, I'm trying to like get this reference perfectly right. You know Rafi from like any Jason Mantzoukas character?
My dog is.
Where he's like, his character is like, how can we move this plot along with a blunt instrument but a character? Jason Mantzoukas. That's your dog whenever you let him out.
If my dog was a person, she'd be doing heroin under a bridge right now, and then
Luckily she
going
has
to a
you,
black
your
tie
neighbor.
event later that night.
Your dog is Anthony Kiedis?
No, my dog is the Joker before he died. God.
Is that your dog's Perry the Platypus
Pleasure.
life? Like when you go to bed, she goes out and she does mad heroin at night, and then like when the night gets to like that weird 4 a.m., she's with stockbrokers doing coke. Just
That's why
I
she
like the
always
phrase
sleeps.
mad heroin. Like, what have you been up to since high school? I've been doing mad heroin, yo.
you know, there's at least 2 dudes that like always like, you know, clapped you on the shoulder too hard saying hi in high school. Would say that with pride right now.
Good for them, man.
Right? Like they're double downing on the thing that they're like, hey man, I'm in it to win it clearly because my family doesn't have money for rehab. So it's like, oh no.
I gave up bullying and started doing heroin because it seemed like the next proper step.
Well, there's
I
2
mean,
ways
look
to
at this
win
flow
drugs.
chart.
There's 2 ways to win at drugs. Either you get off drugs or you stay on drugs and die of something other than drugs.
Let me ask you this question, guys. Let me ask you a moral question. Do you think because I think it's morally okay that for like really hard shit like heroin and crystal meth and the shit that like really should be talked about, they should give drug like those dare people free license to lie through their teeth about what it does to you to kids just to scare them so hard that they never go near it, like hire actors
You
to
know that's
show up
what
and
they
do.
do now.
No.
That's
I
what
mean to a degree
is.
where they hire like they hire like the Key and Peele writers to come in and like create shit. like Scared Straight, but for like dare. Like I want those shows to have a.
If you smoke crystal meth one time, you'll Oedipus your mom. Happens every time.
But that can't be true, and they make fake articles that the kids get on the school server when they Google it.
If you try heroin, you'll kill a cat that night before the end of the night, guaranteed.
Just point to the kid. Hey, what's your biggest fear? Spiders. If you do heroin once, spiders will lay eggs in your lungs and pop out within a day. Within a day. I've seen it 3 times.
What's your biggest fear? Wolves. If you try heroin, wolves will lay eggs in your lungs.
Like 3 more times. So, like the kids are starting to realize, like, why is every single one of our fears going to lay eggs in our
What's your
lungs?
biggest fear? Drowning. If you do heroin, then drowning will lay eggs in your lungs.
And when he goes like, what's your biggest fear? Dying alone. Well, you're never going to die alone because you're always going to have the eggs in your lungs.
You'll always have heroin, so you'll never die alone.
Cut to that guy at one of those college parties where there's drugs, which definitely exist. And someone's like, don't you know if you do that, public speaking will lay eggs in your lungs?
They should honestly just have actual like crackheads come in and just like, but like give them crack right before it so they're really on it, you know, and just like have them go like, they just gave me crack. Don't worry for this. It's a lesson, educational purposes. So any of you guys kids got some shit you want to pawn? And like, you know.
No, because they'll come in and they'll be like, yes, crack is amazing. I just had crack. It's fucking awesome.
And also,
Hey, so Mr. Miller, I know we're not supposed to like this.
It creates that cycle of where people only get a degree and then all they can do is teach that. So they teach it to people who can only get a degree. So that's just, well, if you do crack, you can be the guy that teaches people about crack.
Could you
And
imagine
they're
getting
do
tenure
crack
with
the guy
crack?
that teaches people about crack.
No, but imagine having crack tenure, dude. Like, imagine going from being a person on the street doing crack to some dude showing up and going, "Do
Crack
you want a
tenure?
university position?"
You can't get fired. And the only way you can get fired is if you stop doing crack. That's it.
So you're trying to tell me the only way I can stop doing crack is if I voluntarily want to stop crack. That's what I'm telling you. I have some right here as a down payment to get you through the first semester.
No, the way it would work in America is that if they couldn't pay for crack, they'd be fired.
Well, he'd pay with the DARE programs that gets kids so addicted to crack. So this way, when they start the second wave of the crack epidemic, it's like a little bit smoother, a little bit more.
Are we doing
nuanced.
Reagan right now?
No, Reagan Part 2. Electric Reagan.
Nice.
Where it's just robot
putting
Reagan.
Reagan
They
in
finally
electric
activate him. Would it surprise you if Reagan's like half cyborg, like not without a power pack, somewhere under the White House, and like Donald Trump accidentally like threw a taser somewhere and it rattled some down in an air duct and fell on the corpse and activated it, and that's how we get Reagan too.
I'd be down. You gotta run down to Reagan Avenue and then do crack and get higher.
What would robot Reagan
There's
sound
probably
like?
like a lot of streets called Reagan Avenue, though.
Yeah, so many. I think I know 3 right now in 3 different states. No, like I remember one time I saw a street, like it was such a weird way to lose your innocence, but that's how my brain works. I remember seeing a street that said Hershey Street, and they were like, "Does the guy who make chocolate live there?" And they were like, "No," and I was like, "The world is bullshit." I just never got like what's the fucking point?
I think I'll be sad and lonely now. Thank you very much.
I mean, dude, that was like me at 6. Now imagine compound 19 years of interest on that mood.
Does the
Sad.
guy who made chocolate live there? No. I'm gonna start a podcast.
Does the guy who made chocolate live there? No. Where do I buy high heroin then? That's what
Wait, Hershey doesn't live on that street? No, he never did. Socialism is so good, and you need to get on it.
the guy who makes chocolate doesn't live there. I'm gonna die alone.
I mean, pretty much, dude. When I was a kid, I just heard shit and just like, because I knew like nothing, but I only used what I knew, it would just be like this plus this, carry the anxiety, make sure you divide by, oh fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Like that was me with everything. Like when I used to get mosquito bites, I would be like, this is acne that's never gonna go away. I'm gonna have these bumps forever. I'm a freak. And then the next day it would be away, and I'd be like, oh, thank God, I got lucky this time.
If anybody's listening to this podcast and wants to suck Tyler's dick, DM me on Twitter and I'll give you his phone number.
And
I'll give you his fucking address so you can just show up and.
Yeah, no. See, he just described how he worries about things a lot, so you should send strangers to his house.
No, yeah, dude, like he wasn't even trying to get me laid. He was just trying to say like anybody that decides to go to his house is clearly not going to be well, and that's going to be great.
Right, because you realize just anybody could be like, yeah, I want his address to suck his dick. This gun is for something else.
Here's the thing, dude. If you ever make a big bat signal, Connor, if you ever bat signal blowjob me like that, you should at least tell them it's going to be underwhelming, all right? You better
I'm going to bat signal blowjob you for sure, dude.
Like, all I know is that at the end of the day...
Calling all sluts! Calling all sluts!
just make sure you just let them know, like, it's going to be a story and nothing else. Like,
somebody broke into the Old Man Jenkins farm, and also somebody needs to blow Old Man Jenkins.
Old Man Jenkins, who's like hiding it, as the ghost, takes off mask. If I can make this work for me.
Quick, somebody stole all the blowjobs from the blowjob factory.
You better get back there and fill up the tanks, if you know what I mean.
How bad do you think the blowjob factory would smell? Let me just ask you. If it was like a place, you try to get parking and you're like, roll that window up. We don't have to deal with this right now.
You don't want to get that window. It's a
on a hot day. On a hot day, it just smells like onions.
I'm just a simple American man. I do my shift at the blowjob factory and I go home and I tuck my kids in at night.
And the kids are always like, Dad, don't kiss us. Your breath is terrible.
I wear my Carhartt beanie to the blowjob factory and I listen to, oh God, Bruce Springsteen all the way there and all the way back. in the blowjob factory.
It must really absolutely suck to like work at the blowjob factory and go to your wife's cocktail parties, because then the husbands are always gonna be like, so working at a blowjob factory, huh? Does it
I make $100,000 a year. You shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude, you do realize that you could be talking to a man with 6 figures, like him and his grandkids are never gonna have to worry about money for the rest of their lives. But you put him in a party where a guy makes $40,000 and works at the blowjob factory where he doesn't even get dental, he will be demasculated by that man.
I just get blown all day.
And sometimes, just to keep the gig going, I'll blow a dude or twice. But you know what, dude? I get blown every day, multiple times.
You know,
Every day.
No, hold on. Do you guys think working at the blowjob factory is getting blowjobs?
No, but somebody
I
at the
imagine there's a
blowjob
give and take.
factory gets blown. Just so we're clear.
It's
And
part of the
this
package.
guy is
It's part of the
owner-
insurance.
This is why capitalism's bad.
that.
Hey man, Medicaid covers it, and I just honestly to God didn't even call him to question it because I was worried it was an error. So I'm just like, you ever do that? Just not follow up because you're like, I don't want to nudge this.
The next time I have to name anything, like how you have to name Minecraft worlds and shit like that, the next name is for sure Blowjob Factory. Because every time I just do like Fuck America or Kidsylvania or something stupid like that, Blowjob Factory is the next one.
My favorite thing was playing civilization games and then like getting a city and like naming it whatever you want. And of course, I played this game on the Xbox 360 when I was 13. So you can imagine there were really #1 winners like Titty Town and Titty Town 2. And who can forget Titty Town Trace? Because I was 13 and thought, nah, this will show them Trace.
I do my shift at the blowjob factory, and then I go home to my house in Titty Town with my wife. Got some pretty big tits.
And sometimes when it's date night, we like to go to the downtown, I don't know, something with down.
We like to go to.
Go
Downtown Bonerburg, baby.
Go down.
There you go, Bonerburg. I was gonna
Bonerburg. Vaginaville.
I was gonna say ass-eating town or something like that, but I couldn't like.
Adjanu? I don't know.
Batch.
One time I played a Civ 5 game where there was this one guy who was just a pain in my ass the entire game. And when I finally destroyed all of the cities and murdered all of the civilians, I named it Capital Poo Poo Boy's house. And that felt better than a lot of stuff in my life.
Oh, hey. When I was, I just remembered something. You guys are the perfect audience for something that I sang to myself on the way here. Real quick. I can be your Nero, baby. I'll play the lute while Rome burns down. And I just like laughed, and I laughed to no one in my car.
I like the idea of you serenading someone with that, and then they go, I don't want that.
And I just get, or like they don't get it, and I just become so flaccid. Just like
Can you just do
a slide whistle.
Can you do Hero?
And all of a sudden the acoustic guitar appears. What?
Tyler learns acoustic guitar just to play that to a girl, and she's like, I don't.
It's the perfect litmus test. If I'm gonna put up with if you don't get my Ancient Emperor acoustic parodies, then get the fuck out.
Yeah, no, Tyler. I know when we were in high school, we were watching the History Channel, but the girls were all at the Blowjob Factory.
Yeah,
I worked there.
Yeah, Connor as Connor has said to me multiple times, no, Tyler, I was busy getting laid in high school.
I'll be the cool one of this podcast. Every podcast needs one cool guy.
I still hold to the fact that any guy that always says
podcast is if
Look,
that
I'm
fucking
one of
guy,
the nerds now.
yeah.
I'm mad how much those look like mine. Fuck you. Did you just buy my brand, you piece
Your
of
hair
shit?
is parted like a rich kid in an 80s movie, okay?
You look like Richie Rich rebooted. I hate it.
No, guys, I'm just one of the nerds too.
No, you look like
you're the
you would be
Silicon
cool
Valley
on
Richie
TikTok
Rich.
for 7
God,
seconds.
God, I hate being a simp.
Freeze, we're gonna go back and we're gonna screenshot you doing this, and we're gonna make you so famous.
Look, I'm also. Boy, I wonder what a vagina feels like. See, I'm just like you guys.
Hey guys, don't you hate it when a girl says she loves you too soon? You're just like,
Are you breaking down in the middle of this joke?
No, I'm just laughing with the boys. You know, related content.
Then, or is it? So the new show is not It's Just Bits, is It's now Is It Bits.
Are they just letting shit out right now? Because, it's...
Are they doing jokes or do they actually mean these things?
What's really funny is that's not even Kellen's background. He actually just downloaded that background because he really just likes to let everyone know where he's at.
Everyone was wearing glasses.
Man, why'd you have to remind me that they're doing a Top Gun movie? Why'd you have to remind me?
Kellen.
Hey, what's up? I'm Maverick, Top Gun. I fuck Kathy Ireland. What's up? Listen, kids, I'm just like you, and I don't. All right, drugs, you shouldn't do them.
Dude, guys.
People gags!
Whoa, guys, he turned his chair around. He's currently spreading right now. We got to fucking fake.
You guys can't tell because this hat doesn't have a bill, but it is on backwards.
This is what a cop looks like, just so we're clear. This is what
you... No, this is what a cop looks like.
No, you look like
the hat is when they're trying to blend in.
No, cops don't have brown sunglasses. I'll show you what a cop looks like.
Oh, God, no.
You look like when red state people say, I know a good cop. You look like a
Not all cops are bad. It's just a picture of Kellen.
And yet, like, when you see him in that, you just go,
hey, what's up, guys? I don't like the government. Would you like to buy some weed from me? Please tell me your plans on what you're doing at the White House.
I feel like the way people would find out you're a cop besides everything at like the
This is how you talk to people anytime you're talking to them. What's that?
Like you're the cop that sells 50 an ounce.
I don't like the government.
Hang on, I need this. This is a lot of visual bit this time. I'm looking for weed.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, I can sell that to you.
Or, he tries to spice it up and go a different angle where he goes like, so I heard you guys are trying to buy some weed. Is this cop hitting on us right now, bro?
Just like deep throat.
Just a couple undercover cops investigating each other.
Yeah, man.
No, now that the hat's
made
backwards, I look like you shouldn't leave your drink around me.
No.
You look like the kid from Sandlot.
You look like the kid whose dad is a cop
The
and
one they
calls
call
his
the
dad when
great
he goes
ham.
to the keg.
No, fuck you. I know.
No, only when you're trying to be it. When you're being Kellen, you look like Kellen, the guy who has the best political conversations at the party. And there's no sarcasm in that. I often say you're the only guy who can talk about.
Correct.
You're the only guy I know who can talk about politics to the degree where there's shouting and things being thrown, and then within a minute and go like, "You need a beer?" And it's like it's the perfect way to encompass who you are as a person because I feel like it's so hard for people to establish that it's not personal when politics are coming up, and you don't bother. You let them figure it out for themselves.
I mean, if I made politics personal, I would have to kill everyone. So
your body count would be high and ongoing. Yeah, it would.
Also, I'd get laid more.
If you made
I don't
politics
like the
personal?
implications of that.
I assume that acts of domestic terrorism get you pussy. Is that not true?
Like women see you at a bar and go like, Cindy, do you see him? God, you could smell the body count on him.
That man smells like death. I want to blow him.
You can just smell the Ice Agent blood on that guy.
I bet he wakes up screaming in a language I don't know.
Yeah, but the language is Elvish, so if they ever figure out what language
Could you imagine that being a thing? She like writes it down and she brings it to like her linguist friend and goes like, yeah, your stupid friend is just screaming out Elvish in the middle of the night.
Yeah, this is a song
tour
from
in
the Fellowship of the
Afghanistan or
Ring.
something. No, he's just a fucking nerd who probably got beaten at an opening or something. I don't know.
This says feed me second breakfast. Why did he wake up screaming this?
No, you mistranslated. It says my dick is breakfast and my balls are second breakfast, okay? I'm a misogynist too.
The linguist friend goes like, so two things. One, it's Elvish, like Lord of the Rings Elvish. And now before I tell you what they are, how are things? Are they good? No, I'll tell you after. Like, do you guys consider yourselves stable right now?
Let's just put it this way. Have you been working a lot of shifts at the blowjob factory?
Yeah. Do you know someone named
Dr.
bitch.
Blowjob?
First of all, the blowjob.
Hello,
Is anybody picturing
Dr.
dildos as like
Blowjob.
giving out stacks? Real quick, I want to
I'm
visualize the
Sergeant
blowjob.
Blowjob from a Vietnam movie. I'm jaded, and the privates don't understand why I don't want them to salute me.
We're going to
No,
need
for
a
real
doctor.
though, if a mandated reporter hears that you're dating me, he will call the police.
Isn't that
It's a
hilarious?
mandated reporter.
That's one of those people that like social workers and teachers and coaches are those where if you hear someone's going to hurt themselves, you're legally obligated to do something about it. That's funny if you know what a mandated reporter is.
Oh no, I do, and that's why my gears are turning now because could you imagine?
Then why didn't you laugh?
Because I'm thinking about something
That'd
that's going to
have
make
been
you
funny.
laugh right now, Colin. Could you imagine the level of just absolute gay finesse that had to be to bang in the Navy, like back in the Disney?
All I heard was gay and Navy, so yeah.
I just heard.
Could you imagine the amount of finesse it required to kind of get down if you were gay in the armed forces back in the Disney? Just like the amount of
in the Navy it required no finesse. The Navy was about
Navy,
being
you
gay.
have to be gay to be in the Navy.
But like in the Army or the Marines, those pussies that wouldn't be gay in the Navy.
When they're not eating crayons and they're like, well, think about it, dude. Two Marines had to look at each other while eating crayons, going like sharing the red, and going like, and kind of going like, because think about it, like
Is eating crayons a Marines thing?
No, because they're idiots.
Because they're idiots and they eat crayons. Do you not know that bit?
No, I didn't.
That joke fell straight over the plate, Kellen. So I'm astounded that didn't help for you, dude.
No, if you had made a general joke about the armed forces, I would have laughed. I thought it was a Marine specific.
There's specific levels of how you make fun of the armed forces. That's what makes fun. That's the fun part of making fun of the armed forces.
Aren't the Marines the smart ones? It's like.
I mean,
I thought it was like Air Force, Marines, Navy, Army, Coast Guard.
Air Force is the smart ones.
Air Force is the overfunded smart ones, usually privileged people in Army relations. Army are the useless, take anybody's. Marines are idiots. These are not my views. These are just the memes that connected to it. Understanding. The Navies are hello and kind of weird. I guess is like the stereotype with it. And I guess Green Berets are scary. I don't know. That's like the only other.
So are the Navy SEALs. But I wanted to see a 1920s recruiting ad to the Navy because it's just gay people. It's just like, join the Navy. Come on.
No, literally.
The gay branch of the armed forces.
Gay youth were just like, is this for real or is this like an Onion trailer? Like, this is amazing.
Where can you begin to make your dreams all come true? On the land or on the sea, in the Navy. See, that's a real song. I didn't make that up. That was the Navy idea.
Scrub here, scrub
Well,
here.
they knew that they needed gay people in the armed forces, but they didn't know how to specifically recruit for gay people. So like,
they were like, what if we just make up one branch for the gay ones?
What do they like?
They tried.
Time with men, and they just mistranslated big butts to big boats, and there you go. It's the Navy.
There's
the old joke about how the main tenets of the British Navy were rum, sodomy, and the lash.
Tremendous. What?
I like 2 of those.
What I think is really funny is like, do you think like the reason they didn't make the own unit for it was because it went something like this, where it was just like, all right, what if we just put all the cream puffs in the same place? Wait a minute, we can't do that.
I like the idea that it was just reverse racism, where it's like, well, we know that some people can't swim, but we also know that all gay people can swim. So the Navy just makes that.
It must have been like they were trying to find some weird Venn diagram dividend through all their bigotry. Like, okay, so we know the gay people are going to make it so the fatigues are fashionable. And we honestly are going to need the minority inside here because otherwise we'll just lose. So,
Sir, we bought 10 million ascots on accident. What do we do with them? Give them to the Navy. They're gay now.
Sir, the Navy actually already put the request in before we even knew they were on the way. Something about how this is just really good timing. Says something about an opening of Annie. I don't know.
Well, that's what we call a happy accident.
Tremendous. I just like the idea of every like high-ranking military official speaking like an 18th century captain. Ah, fantastic. Like they oversee millions, but but they know them all personally somehow.
You guys ever hear the story of Winston Churchill, who was evil, but he was funny on occasion?
Yeah, but anyway, piece of shit.
Someone reports to him that like, Bad news, sir. We caught 2 male soldiers having sex in a bush outside of 10 Downing Street. And Winston Churchill goes, it's pretty cold last night, right? And they go, yeah. Makes you proud to be British.
Winston Churchill, man, he's one of those guys where, like, you know, when you're a kid, maybe Kellen experienced it at a younger age because of who he is as a person. But like when you're young, you get Winston Churchill quotes, and you're like, this guy's a badass, and he's British, and he's fat, but no,
right. But then you hear about what he did,
and then you look into it a little bit. Like, you think he's so cool, you do a book report, and then you're like asking your teacher for a change within a day. You're like, I gotta bum myself out. Can I do Theodore Roosevelt? Actually, you're gonna get more bummed out if you do him. So I think you should.
Theodore Roosevelt. I'd like to keep public parks open and public. Really? That's a good idea. So I can hunt in them. Damn it!
Literally, like that's Bond villain shit that gets, you know, scraped under the mouth because he had a handlebar mustache. Literally the only thing that overshadows it.
This is my presidential forest. Oh, good. You pardoned the whole forest so that only I can hunt in it. Fucking bold, dude.
I'm gonna have to tell the public about this, Mr. President. Why do you think we're here? You have 10 minutes. I have to use the washroom. Is your policy just keep going and I come back?
Yeah, fuck you.
No, you have to do it on camera.
Damn it. Your policy's better. Yeah, that's right. Pee on the camera. This is now an OnlyFans for Jeff Tyler.
Well, if Tyler's not going to do
it. See the rest of that video on our OnlyFans. It's just butts.
It's more than butts.
It's just butts hyphen. It's more than butts.
It's like that company, Timeshares Only, that also does things that aren't timeshares.
What?
It's a thing.
Farmers Only? That also does things that aren't farmers? It's cows.
Well, no, but they let non-farmers on there in case they want to fuck farmers.
You know, that giant demographic? I really want to bang, but I also want to drive several hours to do it. I
want to use a lambskin condom, and I want to see the parents of the lamb.
God, I wish there was a way I could bang and know I was surrounded by corn. I just...
Well, folks, if you want that, bang me. I'm very corny.
God, I wish there was a way I could birth a calf and then the next day bang on the hay bale that I fucking birthed it on.
Why are you birthing a calf? You've taken this to a very new place.
Because I'm a farmer. Farmers do that sort of things.
Oh, you meant deliver a calf from an animal.
Yeah, birth.
I don't think that's what birth means.
Yes, to birth a calf.
Birth means when it comes out of you.
God,
I think it works both ways.
Sorry.
Tyler, we need a ruling here.
If I say to birth a calf, what do you think of?
Like in terms of euphemism?
No. Just like if I went to birth a calf.
I would say you're giving birth to a baby cow.
I'm giving birth to a baby cow, or I'm helping deliver a baby cow.
Give me it one more time now that I know that.
I went to birth.
No, now he's been tainted.
No. Well, no, I feel like birthing is like you're there for like the process of it, so I feel like
it's
I feel like if you say you birthed a calf, you facilitated the birth of a calf.
No.
That's what I think.
The word birth can be used dependent on context. Let's get into it.
I was pissing for 90 seconds. How the fuck?
No.
We were talking about farmersonly.com.
I just Googled it. The word birth as a verb means to give birth to.
Okay, what are the 4 other fucking definitions that every verb gets?
That's the only one for this one because you're weird for not knowing it.
It's not the only one. Dude, to birth is dependent on situation. And no, but Tyler, we had a good riff going. It was farmersonly.com lets in people who just want to bang farmers. So it's like, boy, I'd love to bang a farmer. I really want to get my dick sucked, but I need to drive 3 hours to do it first. I wish there was a way that I could know for a fact I was surrounded by corn while I plow this chick.
Honestly, if I don't hear a tractor in the distance, I can't climax. Honestly, if I don't start my foreplay at dawn at 4 a.m. and not finish until dusk, why am I even bothering?
Well, that's why it's called foreplay.
If I can't drive an ATV to go eat her pussy, I don't want to eat her pussy.
And I've already written like 5 plow jokes, so.
Hook me up to an ox, or hook me up to. Call me an ox, because you can hook me up to a plow.
Well, I would die. I would cease to exist out of laughter if you did that in a bar to someone. Exactly what you just did, where you said, like, hook me up to an ox. Call me an ox, because I'm ready to plow.
That was literally like a person who is like, that was like the language of the blacked out. Like a person who's like, they're not going to remember doing that.
Did you fall from heaven? What? No. Are you an angel? Because, God.
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt when you fall from heaven? That's the one. Hey.
Are you from tennis? I'm from Kentucky because you're a 9.
How much is enough to break the ice? A polar bear weighs. Son of a bitch!
No, he keeps his cool all the way to the end. And then when he gets it, he's like,
My friend wants
By the way,
your
that's
vagina.
how the pickup line "nice to meet me" came about. Some guy was like, "Nice to meet me." Did you mean nice to meet you? No, I'm being suave. Nice to meet me.
Ladies.
How do you like your egg? Scrambled or fucked?
Hey, laugh right now because my friends are watching and I have no self-esteem. He grabs my face, just like grips it, like, and she has like salon nails, so I'm dead already. Like,
how are your friends watching? This is a private Zoom.
It was a joke.
I thought he was like, I've been streaming on Reddit this whole time. Kill.
Do you like rabbits? Cause shit. Do you want to kiss a rabbit between the ears and pull the pockets out?
I've never heard that one before.
You haven't seen that one? Do you want to kiss a rabbit between the ears?
Yeah, I would if the rabbit wasn't.
Kellen, he's
apparently
speaking.
has no money.
Kellen, he's speaking handsome pickup line. We have to. Like that's like one where like if I did that, I would be pepper sprayed immediately. Connor did it.
No, Connor would be pepper sprayed too. That is
no. That's how. How do you think he met Kylie? That's what he did.
I was there. He did not say that.
No, I went up to Kylie and said,
something shitty. Yeah, I was just saying there's something.
I don't know what the fuck I did.
I mean, right before it, he said, "Don't worry, this won't take long."
And then it took a while, didn't it?
Here we are.
I just remember being annoyed. But that's a lot of my younger days.
We were going to do something, and I was like, this chick's hot. I'm going to go talk to her for a little bit. You go ahead and do camera stuff. Nerd. And then I knocked the camera out of his hand.
You're trying to tell me that you literally were like, hey, nerd, I'm going to go check out that hot chick. And then he fell in love. What a fucking... And then Kellen could go, ha, fucking nerd.
Now I'm the nerd.
Love is for nerds.
It is. Because
if you come anywhere but their face, you're a pussy.
Hey, you can be in love with a girl and still come all over her face.
You know, I think it was Socrates that said that.
Yeah.
I think Plato said that.
No, it just looks like Play-Doh.
Yeah, that was a Play-Doh commercial for the toy Play-Doh.
I like the idea of there being commercials for philosophers. Like, check out this guy. Why? And then it's like the camera's just panning around him. He's like covered in smoke. Like it's like fucking.
Like Chris Angel. All philosophers are advertised like Chris Angel.
I think, therefore, stay tuned.
Mind free.
Mind free. You're like,
people have the right to life, liberty, and property, which I will make disappear.
Tremendous. What a scathing indictment.
What was it? Socrates, did you fuck a little boy? Smoke bomb disappears. Oh!
That probably means yes. I think he did. I
think he did, but I'm impressed. I think we should let him get away.
It's the year 3. That's a big deal.
Morality, Socrates said morality should not be tied to a religion, but A boy should be tied to my bed.
Yeah. Don't you think it's really, yeah, isn't it so shocking the guy who was telling everyone how to look at morals was kind of having a few moral opinions of his own? Isn't that kind of interesting how he's like, guys, what are morals? Come here, Jimmy. What is perspective? I'll be done in a minute. Just wait in the car. What is, like, religious
Go play with your
values?
I bought you Legos so you could play with them. Now's the time. Open the box.
I charged the iPad on the way here. It's in the front seat. Just go in the front seat.
How old is this kid?
Ask fucking Socrates, man.
But to be fair, back then people lived to 28. So if you
I'm very scared. Kellen's just Googling how old were those kids that Socrates definitely molested.
No, there's a very funny tweet that I have to do now. Time is of the
essence.
essence.
No. While it's still in the stream of consciousness, hurry, Connor, talk about peanut butter. I'm kidding.
Change the subject.
Oh, I hurt my neck.
Do you work after this?
Me, I have D&D in potentially 5 to 15 minutes, and then I have another D&D at 7:30 p.m.
What a day.
Nerd? Yeah, I know.
I was trying to think of like something to abbreviate D&D as, like what a dick and.
To abbreviate the abbreviation D&D.
Dumb nice dicks.
There you go. Kellen got it.
Oh, I was like
a lot of dumb nice dicks.
Yeah, I'm playing D&D tonight, which means dumb and.
Yeah, I know it's hard.
No, the joke is I didn't have anything because the first one was dumb.
D&D more like donkey nuts. Dumb.
Donkey dick nothing.
You are.
DD.
I love following up a weak insult with "that's what you are" because it just lets everyone know, yeah, I'm not proud of it either, but now I know that I'm not proud of it. You know that thing our ex-president never did?
Oh, well, say anything you want about Donald Trump. He committed to the bit, to be fair.
He didn't know it was a bit.
He committed to a bit the same way kamikaze pilots committed to the bit. So don't.
They did. But,
No. But the state of mind that Jim Carrey was in order to play Andy Kaufman, Donald Trump was born like that.
No, yeah. Like my thing with Donald
Jim
Trump
Carrey
right now.
still hasn't recovered from that either.
Could you imagine if we were like 15 years into the future, there would probably be like a techno hacker that could be like, so guys, I put a hidden camera in the Oval Office. It's a live stream. If you pay me $40, I will give you the key to it. And like just like people across the interweb are just like seeing Donald Trump be like snapping his face open. He found out that he fully lost on the golf course, and then he had to walk through the party that was being had at the golf course on the way out. That happened.
He has not admitted that he's lost yet either.
No.
Really,
well, dude, my dad still hasn't acknowledged it, bro.
Uh-huh.
It was acknowledged.
A lot of people's dads haven't.
My dad, I don't really know. I haven't really talked to him because it's a conversational trip mine that I don't feel like going, hey, what are your thoughts on? And then I lost 2 hours of my life. So I don't need that.
Everybody who voted for Trump still hasn't accepted that he's lost.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty messed up. It's getting culty, and I love it because right now the left is only a little bit less culty, but we'll only focus on the most culty right now because it's always the most culty that go to the militant just a wee bit faster.
Yeah, okay, shut up, you useless centrist. You're a smirking sack of dead weight that will never lead to progress.
Oh, okay, I never thought I was going to lead to progress, so we're clear.
Kellen doesn't believe that anybody's radical enough, including himself.
Kellen, I agree.
You said the left was culty, and I'm just explaining to you why we're better than you.
Who?
So
wait, the left isn't. You're not. I'm not.
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yes.
I thought you were something else.
Whoa, Kellen, I thought you were Episcopalian. What the fuck's going on?
Kellen, I thought you were exclusively black churches. Could you imagine Kellen at the black church? That'd be so funny to me.
Wait, Kellen, you don't exclusively go to black. Oh, I gotta rethink some shit now.
No, what? I don't go to any churches, but if I did go to a church, it would be a Catholic church. Black churches are better than Catholic churches, but guilt.
Could you imagine like the Horford Warstatter vibe we would have in a Catholic mass, just like on a random Sunday? Just me and you sitting in the back, and like whenever they say anything, we'd be like, just riffing the entire shit about how stupid everything is, and we'd wear red tuxedos and have someone do like horns coming out of our heads, and one of us has a pitchfork. It'd be a good time.
No, yeah, like what Borat did to Jews in Borat 2, we would do that to Catholics.
Oh, okay, I guess I didn't
How
see
did
that
he
movie.
get away with that?
Money.
Jewish?
Money mostly. Not the Jewish
hey,
money
that's
thing.
anti-Semitic! Anti-Semitic!
You tricked me. I said money and you were like Jew,
Oh,
and I
are
was
you
like
saying
money.
that we're tricky?
God damn it.
Wait, I'm not Jewish. That doesn't work.
I'm like, I fall back into a gas tank and then into a bottle of matches. Shit. No. Oh, right now you're making fire jumps. Shit. I know, but no.
You know what this means, by the way? You know what this means? I can make an organic transition to Israel. All right.
Fuck.
All right, guys.
That's all the time we have.
That's it's just bits, folks. Before Kelly.
Because me and Connor have to go because D&D, but this was a great time.
Follow
Wait,
at
you together?
No, I'm doing. I gotta go take the dog to a dog park.
It's because you learn how to do kickflips.
All right, at the Connor Ford on Twitter. Tyler.
At Senjanin Senjanint. That's my name on Twitter.
I think it's some kind of foreigner name.
Yeah,
like
it's
they
really
just
cool.
started letting him be white.
Yeah, being white and having my last name is a weird experience in life. Like, you can't get.
Kellen, say your thing.
Kellen _Frank, Kellen. The whitest name there is. Sorry.
Yeet. And I'm just putting this idea in your heads, but we should do a in person on Tuesday. But we'll see.
I thought that was already the plan.
Tyler?
What day of the week is Tuesday? 10, right?
Tuesday night, whatever time.
I'd have to get picked up because I don't have a car still for that drive.
Either Kellen or I can pick you up.
Yeah, fine.
Tuesday, my schedule for that week's changed 4 times, so I'm gonna check now. But I'll let you guys know.
All right, bye.
Bye.